So today I'm going to show you how to do a burrito method. So often when you're making a shirt, when you create the yoke, it can be difficult to know how to do it so that it's all seamless and it encloses all the seams. You can do it without a burrito method, however it's a lot better with it because everything's enclosed and it's super easy. I'm going to show you now. So I've got my main back piece and I've got two yoke pieces. So one will be the yoke on the outside and the other will be the facing yoke on the inside. So the first thing you want to do is baste any gathers, which I've already done there. Now the next part you can do in either one or two phases. I like to do it in one phase, but if you're unsure you can do it in two phases. So what you have to do is you get your yoke piece and put it right sides together with your back piece. You line it up like that. So if you want to do this in two phases, so you sew this piece and this piece separately, go ahead and sew that at 3/8 of an inch. And then what we would do, we'll come back and sew this one at 5/8. But I'm going to do it all in one go just to show you. Right, so you've got that. Put a couple of pins in. Turn it over. We're going to need another pin there. So what you do is you get your other piece, but this is the inside. Although the fabric's not showing on the right side here, you'll want the right side of the yoke showing. So what you do is put right side to wrong side, like this. So when it's sewn, it'll look like that on the inside. So I've put 3 pins in there. I've got the inside yoke there. Then on the other side, we've got the yokes the right way. I didn't say, but I'm using a Thread Theories Fairfield shirt for this. This is a shirt I've been meaning to make my husband for a long time. But you can use any pattern that has a yoke, really, to do this. So what we're going to do now is sew across here at 5/8 of an inch. Remember, if you're doing it in two passes, so you're attaching one side then the other, you'd do 3/8 and then 5/8. But I'm going to do it at 5/8. You can see I've done a line of stitching at 5/8 there. So now, when we press that up, that looks lovely. And then from the outside, that looks nice as well. So what we want to do now is grade the seams. So that just means that we have got to trim down 1 or 2 of the seams, but not all of them. So you can see I've just graded that seam down, and that will ensure that there's less bulk. So what we need to do now is get the inside yoke out the way, so let that dangle down, and then we need to attach the 2 front pieces at the shoulder seam. So as you can see here, I've got my 2 front pieces, and we are going to sew at 3/8, and I say 3/8 because we will be sewing these seams again when we're doing the burrito, and we'll do that at 5/8. But for now, we're going to sew the shoulder. For now, we're going to sew the shoulder seams at 3/8. You want to make sure you've got your shoulder pieces round the right way and that you've got your placket in the centre front. So I've now sewn my 2 shoulder seams. So you've got them attached there. So now what we got to do is the burrito method. So first of all, we need to roll this up. You want to roll it quite small as you can. So I've rolled the back piece now, and now we need to roll these front pieces up. Same with the other one. I wish it was that fast in real life. So now you should have your inner yoke hanging down. You've got your shoulder seams there. Everything's folded up in the middle. And then we want to bring that up there. So you want to bring that up, and then we need to pin the shoulder seams. So when you're pinning, you just need to make sure the bit that's rolled in the middle is not near the edge, because you will now be sewing at 5/8 of an inch. So let's go over and do that. Just 5/8 there, 5/8 there, and then we've got our burrito that we'll be able to turn in the right way. You can see that I've sewn at 5/8, but that it hasn't caught anything inside. So that's what you want to make sure when you're sewing. And it's the same that side. So now what we got to do is we've got to turn it in the right way. So you just get one end and then you pull the innards out. It will take a little bit of time. So there we are. It is all done. This seam's enclosed. This seam is enclosed. Turn it over. It's probably the more impressive side because you can see it better. Now it's all completely enclosed. Now what you can do if you want is do a line of top stitching along there and along there, and that'll keep it in place after you've ironed, obviously. But that's how you do a burrito method. I hope that was useful to you.